Hello there, and welcome back to Metroid Other M. As she moves through Sector 3, Samus encounters Anthony as he's being attacked by a group of creatures. There's really just one creature. Anthony and the other soldiers had received an order from Adam to restore functionality to the geothermal power plant. Samus parts ways with Anthony and continues to search Sector 3 for the monster she's tracking. Yeah. It's interesting to start each video with the summary. I like it. I think it's a fun replacement for the usual thing I do of, in the last video, we did this. As I said before, ow. Oh, I didn't get hit. I dodged. No. Oh my god, target him. Having more targeting issues because I'm close to the sensor bar, but I can't really get farther than this. But like I said before, despite the fact that it no longer looks icy, we do still have the ice beam's effect here on the wave beam. What? I pressed the jump button. That was weird. Energy part. I can now tell the difference. I think it is just a color thing. Is that 4 that I just got? It says in the status screen. No, that's 2 of 4. But yeah, I think it's an interesting replacement for me just saying what we did in the last video. And it also accomplishes exactly the same thing, so I think it's cool. Oh, we're about to do a thing. This is sealed. This is a thermal port, I think. Obviously, we can swing up here. No, that's not what I meant to do. There's nothing up in the other way. You could obviously swing back, but there is no purpose. For this one, at least. Ooh, I love going around the ring here. I love the effect when you stop, the like, the momentum is fun. Oh yeah, we're breaking these to lower these things. I was gonna explain what they were. And he eats one. If we go back, can we actually see? No. Okay. They're grapple points. Can we see that one go into place? Yeah, but yeah, there we go. You can see the light from it, so you can tell it's a grapple point now. Obviously, we have to break these to release these, and also that's just how we get through here. But it is Friday, May 5th at 10:48 a.m. I'm streaming just an hour and 12 minutes. After this video is up, I'm gonna be immediately getting ready to go stream. Go stream. It's right here. I'm already at my desk. I don't remember if there's like a cutscene here. Yeah. Makes sense. This is a boss fight! I mentioned this dude when we saw him. Kinda mentioned him. We saw him earlier when we first entered Sector 3. He was in the background, and then he's the one that appeared and chomped on our path to break it. Obviously now we can go through that spot. Occasionally he'll open his mouth to reveal a grapple point. It's the one that he swallowed. I like that we saw him do that. Shit. It was available and it just... Yeah, don't shoot when he opens his mouth. Immediately go target it. No! It auto-targeted. Shit. Oh, he doesn't stay open for very long. You kind of gotta be quick and careful not to shoot. Specifically, make sure to shoot like to the left. This fight's a little weird. Oh, there we go. The beam went through the ground there. Ah, you bitch! You put me in the lava. Yeah. missiles are definitely a good idea here. We're making pretty good time in this game, actually. It's not going to take as long as I was expecting it to. I'm getting sidetracked already from what I was talking about, but it's fine. I was expecting this to potentially take like 15 episodes if I'm doing 40-minute videos. But no, it looks like it's only going to take around 10, if even. And that's very cool. I'll probably do... I was trying to think if I want to do the exploration bit at the end the way I did in Super or in Fusion. I think I'm going to do Super. No, yeah, Super. This game has... We're not going to go into detail until we actually get to it. But it has a bit of post-game you can do. Oh, I'm absolutely destroying him. This is crazy. This is fun. I really like this fight. It's fun because you can steal shots if you have good timing with him jumping here. There we go. He's dead. But what I was saying, this game has a bit of... This game has a bit of post-game content you can do. Oh yeah, you don't have to be in first... Oh, shit. Can I not aim? I guess not. I'm gonna die. Oh, you can't aim while in lava. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I mean, there's gonna be a checkpoint, but I can't jump right now. Usually, it's just a second before you can jump. For some reason, I was, like, really stuck there. Unless my controller was just not connecting. No, I'll get out. This game has a bit of post-game content. So what I'll be doing is actually a bit like Fusion, but there is, like, actual content, not just collection. Yeah, in this like, swinging mode, you can either press, you can either go into handheld sideways and hit 2, or still press A while pointing forward. Either way works. But there's actual post-game content. So what we'll do is finish the game normally. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. It's lit up, so you think I'd still be able to activate it. I don't actually remember exactly what we do next. We'll finish the game proper. Oh, that's closed now. I thought the other port was closed. After we finish the game proper, that might be the end of that video or not, depending on where that is. And then there is more to do after that. Oh, it is open. I'm just stupid. Okay, fair enough. And before we do the post-game content proper, I will go through and get all the last little bits that we've missed.
Samus, it looks like that monster is headed to the geothermal electric power generator. Track it and put an end to it.
Oh, we're now actually targeting that monster. I don't remember if there's a name for it now. That it's no longer the little birdie. But we'll get that. Ah, shit, that's right. That's why that's there. It's because if you don't swing, that thing will grab you. The weird little thing. God, I'm so distracted right now. Which does not really bode well for my stream today. I think it's fine. Streams are pretty chill. It's not like it's a problem if I'm sort of sidetracked. I can just like stop talking for a bit if I want to compose myself. But I think this series will end up taking about 10 episodes. At most. We might finish before that. And obviously, after this, we're going straight into Metroid Dread, and that is very exciting. Yeah, we hit it on the side there to get it to move. We want it to be over there. Well, actually first, isn't there a thing over there? Yeah, we want to go left first. That's apparently not good enough. Yeah, it's a little picky about what exact, like, angle you're shooting from. This is reminding me for some reason of Level 2, or World 2, in Crash 4. Which is Engine's world. I love the hologram stuff. It's quite cool. It doesn't make sense that it's, like, physically blocking us. I guess they're physical holograms? Which is a thing in some sci-fi. It's a bit annoying that to move this thing continuously, I have to move around a bunch. Also, you don't actually need to use that to swing around. I don't remember if you can. I think you can. But what I usually do is just use the Shine Spark. Yeah, what was I talking about before? Talking about the length of the series and how I'll treat the finale. I don't remember, actually. Whatever. I'll talk about my stream, though. Obviously, when this video goes up, the stream was a full week ago. But for today, it's going to be stuff I'm going to talk about on stream, so I'm not going to talk too much. But I was hoping to do a Metroid Dread randomizer, because that's a very exciting prospect. I enjoyed the Fusion and Super Metroid randomizers I did, to then reverse order. But I can't really. I don't have a modded Switch. So, and I was gonna just, like, emulate it. Like, I feel like that's fine since I own both the game and a Switch. But I have no way to obtain the ROM of the game since I can't dump it myself. And while there are technically other ways of acquiring it, that would require visiting very sketchy websites. And, like, it is also technically it's not a good thing to do. I don't really want to, like, download a ROM of the game off the internet. That is not ideal. I don't personally think it's, like, it would be that big a deal. Since, again, I own the game and the console. But still, it's not a great thing to do. And there's also just the immediate issue of I would need to visit very sketchy websites and download files from them. And that's just not a great idea. So I think I might have to wait until I, like, buy a third Switch, or well, I say third. I only have two. I only have one right now. I want to get an OLED Switch at some point, but I don't want to mod that one or my launch model. I'm getting sidetracked by side thoughts. But, regardless, so I won't be able to do the randomizer for Dread today. It's a bit of a bummer. Instead, I'm going to do just another randomizer run in Super Metroid. Which I intended to do several anyway. I just wanted to do Dread first. Oh yeah, now that I have the Ice Beam, I can freeze them and make them vulnerable without them having to open up like the other ones did. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. The package got delivered. It's not for me, it's for my roommate. But I was confused because it's like, someone's ringing my doorbell. Is it like, I don't know. Who is it? I don't expect visitors. What is that shot from? Oh, is that like a big charge shot of theirs? I'm kind of confused. It is the kind of thing I was talking about earlier where, like, she's technically turning, but I'm just holding straight, and so it still counts for running in a straight line. Yeah, I'm just doing a super randomizer today. I considered doing a Symphony of the Night randomizer, or a Zero Mission randomizer, which I mentioned I was going to do after Dread. Or an Aria of Sorrow randomizer. Symphony and Aria are both Castlevania games. I realized I didn't say Castlevania. If you're not familiar. But I was having issues getting the Symphony one to work. The Zero Mission one seems to be really easy to, like, soft block yourself, get yourself stuck. I didn't really feel like dealing with that. I played a bit of the Aria one, and it's great. No complaints, it worked just fine. But I think I just want to do another Super one for now. I will definitely eventually do the Dread one. It's just going to take effort on my part. And I really don't want to mod my current Switch. Having a modded Switch would be cool. I mean, just the fact that I could play, like, fan games or ROM hacks on my actual Switch. An actual Switch? Ow. That would be quite cool. Or mod, like, I said fan games and ROM hacks. Mods, too. Would be cool. But not right now. There's something else I was going to talk about related to this. Now I can't think of it. I like this guy. He's cool. It's a little annoying that we fight him so many times. I think, if I remember correctly, this is one of the few times we actually do get a reward for beating a boss. This elevator activates. I don't remember the exact order of events it's going to follow right now. Yeah, I can move around a little bit. Doesn't look great in this tiny area. I was also considering just streaming just normal gameplay of Dread. Like, that'd be fine, but I think I'll just... I think I'll just do another randomizer. I am actually quite excited to do another run. I just rewatched my previous streams. You can swing from here. If it's blue, that means you can swing, obviously. But there's something to do this way. Is there an item down here? He might actually interrupt you if you try to swing without killing him. Now I'm not sure. One of them. Yeah, I don't see anything down here. Don't think that's breakable now. The details lower. It's just a sort of background element. although I never really do it, you can just, like, do charge shot and then missile shot in first person. There's nothing stopping you from doing normal charge shots in first person. I just don't generally do that because the auto aim is helpful. And you always don't get auto aim in first person. But I'm enjoying this game still so far. Some parts annoy me, like again, how many times you fight certain big enemies. But the game is quite fun. I think we're making pretty good progress. And I'm really excited to Let's Play Dread. There's a couple questions I'm still not... Because, like, there are several different ways to play through the game. With sequence breaks, without sequence breaks. And even within sequence breaking, there's, like, glitchless and with glitches. Both of which are very cool, but I probably wouldn't want to show them first. Oh, that. He died very quickly there. The glob is what I was talking about. There's an item in here, but I believe we need to break this super missile thing to access it, because I think it's an area up there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to Let's Play Dread. I keep interrupting my thoughts, and I apologize. We can go down here now without getting burned, but there's nothing we can do. Yeah. I think this is where we were before, though. Unless it's just another area that looks exactly the same. Which, like, some areas in this game are pretty samey. Nah, yeah, it's not. It's the same area. After Dread, if Zero Mission's still not on NSO, I'm not sure. I might just be done with the Metroid series for now, unless I decide I want to do Prime. I had said that I wasn't sure when and how to do Prime with the abundance of scans, and that is still true. I feel like it would be annoying, because the way I play the game is every single time I encounter something new, I scan it. And, like, for gameplay, I feel like that's fine. But in a video, that could be really annoying. I think, at least. Oh, now that we have the grapple beam, we can do this. I believe this is where we go for progress. Because if we go the other way, we'll just end up going the same way as we already went. Yeah, it's interesting that you can press A or 2 from the swing parts. It's very well thought out. Because it switches to third person. So it makes sense to rotate the controller. But it's also, like, still an action you started in first person. But both ways make sense, and it's smart to allow you to do both. I feel like I'm being especially repetitive today. But I'm excited to stream, even if it's not something new that I'm streaming. I don't actually have... Like I said, I don't have much time. I don't know if I said that technically, but I said what time it was, and so it's pretty evident that I don't have much time. Ooh. It's dead? Nah, it's just a shed skin, obviously. There is an item in here. Do I remember how to get it? I could have sworn there was. I guess I could just be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I like you could just jump over them. You're expected to shoot the side things break the beam. You can't do it while running, because you can't release a charge shot while running. It interrupts your run. Ooh. For some reason, I thought we weren't going to do this quite yet. Yeah, we can get this Excel charge! Very nice. Will be very helpful going forward here. This will make you charge faster. Yes. Yes, it will.
Get out the way! Man, just your thing in here. We gotta clear out. Where's the exit at?
Yeah, I can target him. That's not what I was trying to do.
Duck. This ain't good. Well, only one thing to do, huh? Let's tear this thing up.
Wait, Anthony. Leave this one to me. Don't waste your plasma.
You know, Samus, you were told to use the plasma beam in fighting this thing. Have to look up at it?
Samus, blast the eruption port to get the magma flowing.
That's weird. Okay, I am locked in first person now. If it turns green like that, that means you can't undo.
Use your super missiles.
Super missiles work differently in this game. Super missile! Ups missile damage. Ups uses 5 missiles per shot. Controls when locked on, press and hold A. And release when fully charged. Yeah, so you basically charge a missile. Charge your beam while locked on, and you'll release a super missile. Similar to the charge.
Samus, do you copy? Samus! Samus, use your plasma beam! No! What's your status?
He can't be!
Samus, do you read me? Samus! Let her go!
think I gotta teach you a lesson about settlement. Come on!
Anthony! Don't do it!
A lot just happened. Plasma beam. Increases damage. Secondary effect of passing through enemies. True. Also, this music is great. Yeah, it's Ridley! I've been holding off from mentioning that. But yeah, the little birdie and the previous life form were apparently life stages for Ridley. This is a clone of Ridley. They'll go into details later, but obviously he's not the original Ridley because he's dead. But I just want to mention that PTSD reaction from Samus does not make sense. Why now? I guess because she thought she was done with him. And she's also a bit more vulnerable because of the events of Super, but this is the 6th time she's fought Ridley, not counting when she encountered him as a child. It doesn't make sense for her to have this huge blow-up reaction now. Yeah, the plasma beam's pretty cool. It's green and has all this electrical energy. I don't actually remember how to fight him. I don't think he's that hard, but honestly, I don't really remember. Super missiles are usually very powerful. Damn, that was disappointing. Yeah, they use 5 missiles. They're powerful. Plasma beam is more powerful. Not really, but against Ridley it seems to be. What I was trying to say earlier when the cutscene started is super missiles are very similar to the charge combo, which is what they were in Prime. In Prime, you just beams in Prime work differently, obviously. They're not stacked. You swap between them. And you can charge it. You can charge a beam. And then fire a missile to use a charge combo. Charge combo for the power beam is super missiles. Yeah, he'll smear you against the wall.
I wondered if Anthony was conscious as he hit bottom. Unbearable thoughts welled up in me, making me want to get as far away as I could. I regretted not being able to protect him. And I regretted thinking, even for a moment, that he would betray me or fail to come to my aid at the expense of his own safety.
So yeah, kind of a bummer. If we go to character screen, we can see that it says James Pierce and KG, both currently heading toward geothermal power plant. Identity unknown, details unknown. Separated from Samus after being attacked by someone. Adam Malkovich giving orders. Although we saw him leave the room or get attacked, it's not entirely clear what's happened there. It sounded like a gunshot. Yeah, Maurice Favreau dead. Anthony Higgs deceased, overcome by Ridley while trying to rescue Samus. Yeah, Lyle's dead, like we saw. We're down to 3 members of the crew, one of which we know is dead. It's got to be one of these 2. I'll try not to keep harping on that, but like I said, I was confused. And Adam, his status is unknown, but Samus doesn't know that. Is there anything else that I forgot to explain? I don't know. I do like the plasma beam. It's all sparky, but it doesn't have... Like, it does have the helix, it's just kind of raggly, which is a cool way of doing it, but I don't think it's as cool as the normal beam, the wave beam was. And that is the last beam. We now have all the beams. We also have super missiles. It's interesting to get both back-to-back like that. That door is locked now, so the only way out is here. We're forced to utilize our new super missiles. I'm trying to think what other upgrades we still have to get. Oh, that's locked. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Forgot about this. What's in here? Missile tank. Makes sense. Can I easily, like... No. Oh, there we go. I like that scene. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say that the cinematic combat in the cutscene between Ridley and Samus, I think is pretty cool. Anthony's death is sad. But no time to dwell on that. Gotta go. Samus is a mission. To kill Ridley, I guess? She's hunting him still? Because, yeah, he's alive. We didn't kill him. And we're here. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we want to head back to the main sector? I think... We actually, like, don't have anything specific on screen telling us where to go. There's an item over here. Can I get it now? No. Oh, yeah, I can. This is where we saw Anthony fight the other thing, who also got away. Samus is not doing a great job of killing things. Yeah, you interact with this, and that'll open the thing with the item. I think this counts as revisiting, because I don't think I need to be here. But it's fine, I can do some revisiting before the end. I really hope this is an Excel charge. Nah, an energy part. We're now just 1 away from being full on them, or from getting a new energy tank. But the plasma beam is very powerful. We can now tear through most enemies. I'm gonna assume I head back to main sector. I'm really not sure. I'm trying to think what, like, all is available to me right now. And honestly...
Something was gnawing at me. Communication with Adam had ceased. From the Deleter's point of view, Adam would represent the largest threat. Without question, his life had to be in danger. But it was Adam Malkovich. He wouldn't go down easily. And Adam would already know about the Deleter, so there's no way he would let his guard down. If that was the case, then why couldn't I reach him? What did he think of the unfolding situation, and what was he planning to do next? My racing thoughts started to frustrate me.
Also realize we're at 40 minutes now, but obviously cutscenes. We'll stop at the first nap room we get to.
This elevator is bound for sector.
Almost 11:30. I need to start getting ready to stream. Yeah, right here. Perfect timing. There's a hell of a cliffhanger to end on. I guess not really, but this is a weird time to be stopping. At least that's how it feels to me. But I don't really have anything else to say, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.